Hello, my name is Susanne Zacke. I'm one of the co-founders of Auctionata, and I'm very happy to present you a little bit of insight into our company. So working in a really broad sector of categories and verticals, and this is something that the consumers really love about us, and we see a lot of cross-category interaction. Where are we located? So Auctionata is headquartered in Berlin, and Pedal 8 is headquartered in New York, and together we also have a strong presence in London, and some very, very small representative offices where literally only one person is sitting, just keeping up the network with the local market there. I want to show you a little bit our traditional business model, because we actually operate several business models. This is the business model for the private consigners. So the value chain starts with a free online valuation. And we provide a free valuation for everybody that is asking us for one. And we have an external network of experts that are paid per minute. They provide us valuations. We forward them to the customers, and also for the objects that we would like to get under consignment. We then also go into a negotiation of a contract. Then we provide for those items a really hassle-free transaction, meaning we're picking up the items, we're bringing them on the premises, and then the objects enter our ecosystem, be it through our video auctions or be it through the shop. And if we look into what we then do, we recycle the lots, we offer them as often as it's needed actually to sell them, and after on an annual contract we come to a sell-through rate of 70%, and we have a very solid take rate of 25% across all verticals. So video auctions are our #1 format, and besides granting us an average knockdown of roughly $6,000 US, we also, of course, sometimes see some spikes. If you look at the piece in the center, this was one of our major knockdowns, a Chinese clock for 3.4 million to a very, very famous Chinese collector, and that also marks an online record for a piece, or the most expensive piece ever sold. And we have a couple of those. In the timed auction format where Pedal 8 is operating, usually you have a lower average knockdown, but you can see that the guys did a really good job in building their brand, especially in the contemporary art, poster and print ecosystem. And so also there, in the timed auction format, you see some major spikes and a very good average price. It's a leaner model because it's, of course, using the dropship model, but both models combined make a lot of sense. One of the reasons why Pedal 8 was so successful in building their brand is that they are doing charity auctions. And here is a list of guys that they already did charity auctions with. So they are super known in the network, and high wealth, or let's say high income people just really love the platform. Coming to technology, one of the areas where we put the most effort in, Auctionata was able to build a no-latency live stream bidding engine, and this is how we drive our video auctions. What is much more important for us at the moment is that we also built a location split video format, which means that somebody can be at the merchandise and the auctioneer can be in Berlin, and actually nobody that's sitting in front of their devices really sees the difference. So this is for us a major achievement moving forward. If you look into our user base, I think we show a very different picture than other startups. We have few consumers, which makes us very independent from performance marketing, which I think might be a good thing. And so it means that all our revenue comes from 65,000 bidders and buyers so far, and there is still a lot of opportunity out there. Here I show you, that's only the Auctionata numbers, our growth in sales. And you can imagine that we're up to something with now joining forces with Pedal 8 and entering the American and the UK market, working on the model and so on. So we are in line for much more to come in 2017. Because the market opportunity is enormous. It's a huge market, the secondary market. We are focusing in the next stage on professional sellers because we think it's a much leaner model, and the location split technology will help us really get a footprint out there because so many dealers are in need of a second channel, and it's for them a very low risk model. So that's where we are at the moment focusing. Besides also, of course, on the brand. Auctionata is also working on a lot of co-branded auctions. So the next big thing coming up will be a sale with Dom Pérignon, live streamed from the chateau there. It's happening in fall, so we're very eager to get that going. And maybe to finalize that before I show you a 2-minute video about video auctions, because I think that's the best method of showing it. Here is just some press statements after the merger. For us, it was very interesting that primarily we got a lot of interesting response from the international media, because I think a lot of the guys realize the magnitude and the impact of this deal. So thank you, and there is a video coming up.
Bye. Congratulations and good luck for you.